Liverpool literally versus everybody. And bro, what's going on, Gary? What is this team about? I mean, why? Talk to me, man. I don't. I'm at a loss for words, man. What's happening? You help me out.
I'm the wrong person to ask because I don't know myself. But honestly, wow. What a game. A game where I don't know where to start. I mean, first of all, the lineup, obviously, that's where we should start. Because I saw it and then I don't think I commented on it, but, well, actually, I said, I actually, spoke to you on Twitter and said, you're quite right, doing the Lana did start
Yeah.
as six. And I wasn't really happy with that team, if I'm honest with you. I knew I just when I saw that team, I just had a feed that we'd struggle. If I'm honest with you, I said that we're gonna struggle. And that midfield just didn't really inspire me at all. And yeah, but wow, what a performance! I mean, the first half, first of all, I thought was pretty shocking from us. Um, I thought we defended quite poorly, but Mane should have scored that header just like he did.
Again.
I thought Salah was actually shocking in the match. Uh, I thought Fabinho was actually quite poor in the match as well. Uh,
Fabinho wasn't there, but cool.
no, Fabinho.
Oh, sorry, got you.
Yeah, I wish Fabinho was there. Um, Mane, I thought Mane was in the first half. I thought he was a bit poor, but the thing with Mane, this is what I love about Mane. When he plays bad, he just keeps on going and he
Talk about it, baby.
keeps on
Talk
going.
about it. Talk about it.
Uh, and I think this is the difference with Mane and Salah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Salah lets
Mm-hmm.
things go to his head when he's
Yep.
playing poorly, but
Yep.
Omar just keeps on going. He keeps trying to make things happen, even when he's playing poorly, and you can see that at the end. Should have scored that header with a in the first half. Could have scored against Heat and that header, but he was against it and scores a goal and then vital goal and keeps us 6 points clear.
Mame, what up, baby? Talk to me, please.
Yeah. Well, man, I was stressed, man. This game, I was stressed because actually, we were playing, we were, we were trying, you know, we were playing quite well, but man, it was hard, man. I think this was the hardest game. This was the hardest comeback, you know. So
Mm.
yeah. First half was kind of shocking, you know. I think most of our players, especially Mane, he had an awful game. Henderson, man, it was just terrible, man. Second half, we came back in, with the better intentions, and frankly, I don't know how the goal came, man. You know, when Mane was making that cross, especially with his weaker foot, I had no idea that he
Mm.
would get something out of that.
Mm.
You know,
Mm. Mm.
and
Mm.
the second goal, man, just pure black magic, man. I don't know. This. I can't explain, man. I'm about to get evicted of my apartment because of Liverpool. Because this past couple of days, man, couple of weeks, wow,
Oh,
emotion.
evicted because of noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, good. Well, as long as that's the reason, then I'm happy. But listen, man, I don't know what we're gonna make of this podcast because I don't really have much to say because I'm still really shocked. The thing is this, again, neither of us are trying to bring a division between Salah and Mane. Um, Fans in the middle, fans of other teams would love that. That's not what we're doing. But what I am saying is that, again, let me get close to the mic. Again, Mane is the difference maker, whether it's him winning a pin or getting a goal. And let's go back slightly. The last game, or I'm sorry, early in this game, he was yellow carded for quote unquote a dive. Did you see the instant replay back? Anybody can answer that question.
Yeah.
There was a clear contact, man. There was a clear.
Wait, right. Let's not go in too much. So we all of us saw the contact, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And so what
Yep.
happened when Salah went through the box and was getting horse collared by I don't know if it was Mings or whoever. Now, if
Mm.
he goes down there, Salah's a flopper, right? Salah's a diver if he goes down there. Where's the consistency with the fouls in the box? And here's the thing again, there are things going against us. And I said it at halftime with my son. I don't want to make the refs the reason why we're not doing well because Liverpool were total dog shit in the first half. That's just facts. Am I wrong there? Does anybody disagree with that or what?
Oh, definitely.
They were total dog shit in the first
Definitely.
half. Second half, much better.
Yep.
There'll be people who are gonna put down Henderson in this game. That's fine. Everybody has an opinion. I think the second half he was much improved, and he had a lot to do with what we got going forward. Do you all? I'll come to you first, Gary. Is it just simply the mentality, and that's part of the substitutions, or is it in this game having Ox and Origi come on? Did that change the game, or is it just down to just this team in general? Whether it's this team, whether it's the under 17s, whatever. What is it with this team that in a game like that we're able to just snatch the victory away from Aston Villa because they came to play today. They did. You got to give them credit. They came to play today, defensively, offensively. Their crowd was mighty, loud. What is it about this team that continues to just snatch victories away like that?
It's a bit of everything, isn't it? It's a bit of everything. It's a bit of the mentality, the substitutions, everything. As I said when we spoke yesterday, didn't we? I said no matter what team it is, the youngsters or the senior players, it's the mentality Klopp has installed in these players where they don't know when they're beaten. I mean, you're 86 minutes, it's 1-0 to Villa. And what did I say? They don't know when they're beaten. They really don't. Um, and I can't believe when it went 1-1, to be honest with you, I didn't even get on my seat. I didn't. I just said, all right, let's go. I didn't really get on my seat. I was like, oh, a point, all right, whatever. But when Mane scores that, I am going absolutely mental. I'm
Wow.
going absolutely mental because I heard that City went 2-1 up. So then I was going even more mental. We still kept the 6 points. Um, yeah, I mean, what was your question again? Because I forgot.
Bro, I couldn't tell you what my question was. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what it was. At the end of the day, I guess I'm just trying to figure out
Oh yeah,
why this team.
it's a substitution, wasn't it? Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. No, we're good. We're on the same level, man. I don't know what to tell you.
the substitutions really helped, didn't they? Because the thing is, I mean, listen, I don't want to go in too hard on some of these players, but honestly, I thought Lallana was a match, especially faded.
You thought? Whoa! You thought Lalana was what?
I thought Lallana was poor.
Okay, great, good, cool, cool. Good. Keep going, keep going.
I thought Wijnaldum was poor. I
Oh
thought
my god! Oh my god!
I thought, I thought Henderson was poor. Uh,
Mm,
I
mm.
mean, that midfield is so uninspiring, isn't it? It's so uninspiring. Wesley, how many times does he hold up the ball against Lovren? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
but yeah, and that's yeah. We need to talk about that because Wesley, all due respect, but come on. Why is he punking? Why is he punking Liverpool players? Why?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. But other than that, I thought Salah was
Just
shocking as
thugging
well.
them out, thugging them. Yeah,
Salah,
Salah's yeah. Anyway,
Salah was shocking. Firmino, I thought was shocking as well. Mane was shocking. But the thing,
hmm
but out of all the three, Mane just keeps on going. He keeps on going, and that's why he doesn't. That's why he didn't get taken off. Chamberlain, start Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
bro, talk about it, please.
Not start
Talk
Alex
about it.
Oxlade-Chamberlain because
You
look at him.
called that lineup. You didn't you say he should be in the start lineup?
Yeah,
You called it. I don't know what Klopp is waiting for. Listen, we won the game, and clearly he made a difference.
mm.
And I'm so happy. I know Mame is happy as well. Well, we all are. Gary as well. That
But there's still
Naby
issues.
was
There's still
fit.
issues in that team.
Sorry, what?
There's still
Yeah,
in that
definitely.
team that need to be sorted. I'm so happy, but there's players in that team where, like Henderson, not good enough, man. Like, what is he doing for that first goal? What is he actually?
Uh, I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, that's
you've
well.
got
Let's get into that. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. My bad.
yeah, you've got your man. You're looking at him, right, and you just let him run off and then start. That is your man. Everyone's got a man there. You've got him. He's right to your left. You're looking at him. You don't let him like that. You put your body in. It was just, that frustrating because that was just I just wanted
Yeah,
to kill him there. I really wanted to kill him, honestly,
yeah,
because I couldn't believe how easy he let him go through. It was
yeah,
just shocking defending,
yeah,
shocking defending.
yeah. Giving the ball away almost cost another goal. Look,
Exactly.
Henderson is what he is, and
He's
we
just
talked
played
about this, Gary. But look, go ahead.
for a
Go
month.
ahead.
A month or two. He's been playing shocking, and he still doesn't get dropped. But with his Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's not. Klopp says he's not playing the best. He's still doing better than what he's doing in 90 minutes.
But Gary, baby. We got to just deal with the paving of the cracks because look, he's not going to sit Henderson, right? I appreciate it. That's why I have you guys on because I
I,
respect all of you guys'
I,
opinion. He's not going to sit Henderson, so we got to just live with it. Go ahead, my man.
I think it will come. It's just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of time.
It'll come next season.
Yeah.
It's not going to come this season. Henderson will be starting more games than we probably want him to. And here's the thing. Yes, Henderson again has continued his bad form. But he had moments there, small moments, but small moments that led to big moments. Keeping the ball, saving the ball, taking it off a guy, and key moments here and there. If you watch the game back, Henderson has some great moments. Yes, he has some bad ones. But look, at this point, guys, this is what it's going to be. We knew he was going to start today. We know he's going to start against City. It is what it is. He's going to start. He is, though. That's what it's. Am I wrong? He's
Yeah.
going to start against City. So let's just hope that he has a better game than he did today, right? Yeah, I mean, I feel what Gerri is saying, and I totally agree with them. Totally agree. No, there's no and anyone who doesn't is just maybe just they're just the
Yeah.
Henderson
Can I
homer.
just say one more
But
thing?
sure, please.
What does he offer us offensively and defensively? He can't run. He was getting absolutely
Work rate. That's it.
Even
But even
that.
that, yeah, even that.
What
I mean,
work rate does he offer? Milner's
the,
you
the
know,
way the camera was showing him chasing after dudes, it was just like, oh, bro, you're
chasing
not
off.
gonna catch that guy. You're just not gonna. And so you okay. It's like great. Okay, you giving us good work. But Gerri, I'm not here to argue with you. I totally agree with you just saying. I mean, seeing this guy run around the pitch, it's just like, bruh,
He's
come
finished.
on, man.
Milner is much more fit than him. He's like 4 years older than him.
I'm totally surprised that Milner didn't see the pitch today,
Honestly,
especially from the starting position. Not. We didn't need Milner as time was going on. He wasn't going to help us, in my opinion. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys disagree. We can talk about that, but I think bringing Milner on instead of Origi and Ox wouldn't have been a great idea.
No.
To start him though might have been great, and maybe you bring Henderson on for some energy late. But
Yeah.
bruh, I think we can all agree.
The pace.
First of all, Genie was garbage as well. Let's just put that out there. Genie
Yeah,
was garbage today. Maybe garbage is being harsh, but he just wasn't great today. He wasn't great today.
I think he was possibly worse than Henderson.
Like, go ahead, my man.
Huh?
I say we have to talk about Genius form, man. His form
Yeah.
has been really bad lately.
Say that one more time. You a little broken up. Say that one more time.
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, okay. I'm saying we have to talk about Genius form, man, because he's
Oh, no doubt.
been really,
No doubt.
really bad lately, man.
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, no, Genie hasn't been great. He just hasn't been. And was it him that moment where someone had I know I was watching the game with my son. Someone had an open shot. It might have been somebody else. But no, Genie's been a ghost as well. And again, it's just the will of this team. Would that game have been different with Fab in the game? Most likely. Especially late in the game like that, dictating play. But I don't give a damn. The fact that we were able to pull that out before dropping points in a game like this, going into City, seeing what they did, seeing how Southampton coming from 9-0 kept City for that long, I guess 1-0, 1-1 is really big for them, and you can tell that they're probably playing for their manager. So that's good for them. But to learn that, was it what's their fullback? Did their fullback get the 2-1 for them? Gerri? Nobody's here? Gerri? Mame? Okay, so I'm solo right now. But to see that they had gone up 2-1, and they had been 1-0 for a while. I think it might have even gone to halftime 1-0. But it was 1-1 for the longest time, and then City were able to get the victory. You wanted Liverpool to step up to the plate, step up to the occasion, and get the win, and we did that. And again, I'm just running out of superlatives. I'm running out of just words and ways to just big this Liverpool team up because once again, and to be honest, and this is just straight up, my son will tell you, I never was in doubt of us getting a result in the game. Never in doubt. I thought it was frustrating. Who's there? Is that Mame?
That's me.
Oh, Gerri, you're back. Cool.
What happened tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was getting a bowl of cereal.
Oh yeah, no. For a while it was you blacked out and Mame. I'll try to get Mame back, but
So I just want to get a bowl of cereal. Sorry.
no. Don't need to apologize. It's all good. Let me try to get Mame back in here. But no, just kind of like talking about what we've been talking about. Just it's just amazing to see this team really just come back in the game like that, and one way or another, they just find ways. And for Robertson on that back post, I
Mm.
mean, again, it seemed for a while that the front three just weren't going to get it, clicking today for one reason or another. But still, we find a way. And the first goal is Robertson, and that G's us up. I know it's late. I know it's 90 plus minute, and I'm thinking Origi's on there. He's definitely going to get a goal, right? But it's not Origi. It's Mane. And he steps up and gets that goal. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. And as a Liverpool supporter, you're clearly either asking mates or you're checking yourself on your phone. What's up with the City game? And that could have easily had something to do with our mentality in this game. But we came through swimmingly, and I'm sure there's City fans thinking, God damn, why does this team keep hanging around?
Mm. Yeah. I mean, first of all, we all seen this last year as well, weren't we? You remember how many games last year we saw it? Southampton away, Spurs at home, Newcastle away. How many games did we see it last year as well? It's the mentality. That's what it is. It's the mentality the manager's putting into the players. And water. I still can't get over it. How do we? This is the most incredible win I've seen. 87 minutes, 94 minutes. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my word. I mean, I'm lost for words. You know what I mean? Because normally we have something to talk about. We can talk about things, but right now I'm just like, it's just incredible. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable, and
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
it's such a massive boost going into Sunday now.
Incredible boost. I wish there was another word we can use for besides massive, because this is incredibly massive. I mean, this is incredibly good to be struggling in a game like that, literally struggling, and not even about. We talk about the players who we thought didn't perform well, but in that second half we were much better, and we had enough opportunities and chances. Again, Oz came on, had 3 shots in 5 seconds. I mean, he had literally 3 shots in 5 seconds. So that was good, and we had our moments. But to Mame, good to see you back. But to snatch
Yes.
that game away again, it's just so big going into the City game, and yeah, bro, I don't. I mean, how can you not love this team? I mean, right now it's the best. Yeah, sure, they get our nerves working, and sure, it's slightly irritating to have it to come to that, because you're starting to think now, even though you know that mentality comes through in the end, you're starting to think how many games do we have to go through that to to feel good at the end. But it does feel so good at the end, and you end up just feeling like, look, this team could never be. They keep showing us. They showed us in midweek against Arsenal. They showed against Spurs, Sheffield. I mean, name the teams, but they keep doing it, and so. This week it wasn't a penalty, for all the sour, sad, fans of other teams. We keep getting lucky. It wasn't about luck today. It was about pure mentality, pure fight, and the pure idea of never giving up. And the fact that we can do that and now get ready for, I forget, it's Gink first, but get ready for Gink and then City. It's just it's a great situation. It's a great situation. Can we just do like a collective player ratings?
Yeah.
So, Mame, I just muted you for a second, man, because it's some feedback coming through on your phone. But I'll mute you in a second. But let's go with the goalkeeper, Gerri. Your thoughts on Adrian? What would you give him 1 to 10?
Allison.
Oh shit! I did that again. Allison, Allison, yeah.
When Adrian, when Adrian
Jesus
played,
Christ.
when
Oh, Mame,
Adrian,
you're back. Cool.
when
Yeah,
Adrian
yeah,
played,
yeah, I'm back.
when Adrian's played, I would say that Allison did goal. It's just
Yeah.
nice opposite. But 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I mean, for the goal, I don't know if he could have done anything about that. He's kind of like opening himself up.
Well, let me ask you a question on that. If that was, and this is just me asking you straight up, my brother, if that was Karius or Mignolet, would you say, Alisson this time, not Adrian? Alisson would have stopped that.
Not really, because I think because he's so
Okay,
close and he's
okay.
opening up to make himself as big as he possible. I don't think anyone could have done about it. It's just luck. If it hits you, hits you.
Okay, let me ask you this too. Do you think that we're we're depending, and I'm only asking this because you see defenders always looking at the linemen. I think this year we clearly have tried to take advantage of VAR, and I love that, the high line and all that. Do you think are you like me? And I'll admit it. Are you seeing too much for your liking of players looking towards the linesman instead of being where they need to be? Because they clearly thought that they were where they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
And even Van Dyke, you can see his response. He was thinking, "Oh no, this would be overturned."
Uh,
Um, what are your thoughts on that? Just the line we play on set pieces and just in open play. Do you think we're depending too much on trying to get the offsides call?
um,
Or is that the whole point and we're doing well with that?
yeah, maybe that's the whole point. But first,
Yeah.
but the goal should be stopped anyway because Henderson should be stopping the man. He should,
Yeah, true. It's very true. I knew you put that in. I love it. It's very true, though. It's very true.
like, even if that
This this
was
this 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 guy is running from deep. Where's Henderson? Where is he?
that's what I mean. Like if that was Virgil van Dijk, I'd be having the same go at him because I've had to go at him many times you know what I mean? People would think, oh, I'm just having to go at Henderson because I want to. It's not because if that was Van Dijk, I would be having the same go at him. If that was Salah,
No,
same go
true,
at him.
true.
I mean, like it was his fault. End of.
hmm So we giving let's. So what do you think, Mame, on the goalkeeper? 8, 7. What are you giving him?
I'll give
Look,
him
look,
a
look, let me
seven.
let me
He
let me
didn't
say
have
this.
none.
How many times did we have our what's this thing in the UK? The stomach the oh shit, I forget what it is. But how many times did it get a little nervy there, and then you see all of a sudden a green jersey come out and clear the ball?
Butterflies.
Yeah, exactly. I would.
Butterfly seems more American. There's something else about like anyway. I'll clearly think about it as soon as we're done with this. It'll come to me. But yeah, but we'll go with butterflies. But you know what I mean. There was plenty of times when we saw out of the left side of the screen or right side of the screen this green massive jersey coming out clearing the ball. Which again, we got to big up. This is why everyone wanted Alisson back. Adrian was great, great servant, and I wouldn't mind him coming in again if he needed to. But this is what we like about a keeper on the front foot who's proactive, not reactionary. And there were so many moments that. So I'm just saying that to say that maybe that's what came into your grading or your ranking of the keeper. But go ahead, my man.
Yeah, Allison when he comes out, like when Trent missed that ball and they had a counter
Oof,
Trent,
oof, oof.
and when Allison comes out and he stretches his hand, his arms and stuff, man, there's nothing you can do. And it happened.
Mm-hmm.
It happened with Son
Spurs,
last time.
Spurs. Yep,
With
yep.
Spurs, we
It's
came
little
out
things
and
like that. Little things like that make a big difference.
exactly little details, and that what makes him so good, man. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give him a seven. He didn't have much to do.
So we going 7 all the way around.
Mhm.
All right,
Yeah,
cool. Let's start with Trent.
6.
Mame.
Grant, I'll give him a seven. He had an
Mhm.
assist. You know, he
Yeah,
wasn't
and go ahead.
good, but he had an assist.
Yeah, and I felt slightly bad about for him because I just felt like he was trying so hard to do things and it wasn't really coming off. So Mame's going with 7, Gary's going with 6. We'll go 6.5 on Trent. Um, our favorite player of the Liverpool team, Dejan Lovren. Gary. Okay, Mame.
Lovren was not good at all in the first half. He
hmm
was bullied by Wesley. Second half, he was much better.
Can you
He was much
can
better.
you say that again? Can you say that again? Would you say he was what by Wesley?
He was bullied.
Thank you. Go ahead.
He was bullied by Wesley. you know. But I think second half he was better. I think it's it's more due to the fact that Wesley was kind of tired. He was
hmm
exhausted,
hmm
But Lovren took the advantage. He made some pretty good interception, pretty good plays. But
Pause
first
real
half,
quick. Pause real quick. Gary, you back?
yeah,
Yeah.
Beautiful. Keep going, my man.
yeah. So I'll give Lovren a six.
Yeah. Gary, what do you think about Lovren?
6.
Okay. I
Average.
think
Average.
yeah, yeah. I think we can all give him that. I mean, obviously, it's nice to know that Lovren didn't necessarily single-handedly contribute to anything, fortuitous for us or anything negative for us. So We can go with that. The next guy, Van Dyke, which to me was the man of the match. But I'll go to you first, Mame. What was your rating on him? What was your feelings on Van Dyke's performance?
Yeah, Van Dijk is Van Dijk, man. Van Dijk is Van Dijk. So
Hmm.
I don't I can't say much that we haven't,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I'll give him an 8, and I think he
Okay.
misses Matip, because
Yeah, I
playing
do
next to
too,
Matip.
man. I do too. It's almost you can see that. I'm sorry to keep cutting you guys off, man. I'm
Uh,
just a little juicy
yeah,
tonight,
because
but
sometimes you even look at his face and man, shit. He's like,
yep,
what?
yep,
Why
yep.
do I have to play with this guy? Maybe not, but it
I
sucks
well,
for
I
him
think
sometimes, man.
I think the majority of Van Dyke, I almost hope that he's not thinking that with as supporters we're thinking, but I do think you can see in the way he's looking, the way his face is. It's like, damn, I just want a consistent partner. That's all I want. I just want one dude.
Yeah,
If I can
the,
continually be
the,
with
the,
this one dude, good.
the main problem is trusting your partner. You know,
Yep.
like they all have a different role. And Van Dijk knows he trusts Matip that he will go for the challenges and he will win most of them. But Lovren, he just can't trust him. So sometimes he's kind of out of position, maybe too close to Lovren. Sometimes, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah. Gary, what are your thoughts on Van Dyke?
Yeah, Imperious as always. He set expectations like where it's high expectations, which just become normal for him to perform like this. So for me, 9 out of 10 probably for Van Dijk. 9 out of 10 again. 10 out of 10, just normal version Van Dijk performance.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right.
Aaron, you there?
I think he's muted.
Oh, he's muted. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. Can
Hello?
you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Let me hold on one. About that, guys. Something about the headphones. Hopefully, it records properly. But where are we at? So, Lalana, Gary.
What Robertson, is it?
Oh, I guess you guys didn't hear everything I said about Robinson. We can go. Oh, did we go to Robinson? I guess we did. My bad. My bad. Yeah, yeah. Robinson. My bad. You're right.
Yeah, Robertson, 8 out of 10. Kept
Yeah.
going, kept going,
Yeah. Solid. Yep.
kept
Solid.
going until the end and scored the goal. So 8 out of 8, solid
I
performance.
I'd be more willing to give him a 9.5, 10 if he had a right foot. Mame.
Yeah, 8 for Robertson too, man. Scored the goal, and he was being his usual, going, attacking, defending. That's Robo, man. 8, typical Robo performance.
Yeah. RoboCop. I mean, just you know what to expect from him. He's going to do the work he needs to do offensively, defensively, and it's just so great to see a guy like that coming with a goal. He doesn't score much, we know that, but to get that goal back post, to see the I'm sorry, go ahead, my man.
And especially what really shocked me is when he was arguing a lot with Mane in the first half.
Yes, yeah, you saw
And
that. Okay, I was wondering if I was the only person that saw that. If the U.S. was the
yeah,
only person that kept it. Okay,
no,
okay.
there was a long spat about between them,
Yes, yes, yes. And now let me ask you,
and he assisted. That's
as
good.
sorry to cut you off again. As a supporter, when you see that, do you get discouraged, or do you feel like, oh, there's a problem between them, or do you think, oh, I want to see more of that, Mame?
Yeah, obviously, it depends on the situation, you know. If it's like Salah, like Mane and Robert, you know that it's not something really. It's something just about the moment right there. You know, the
Mm,
one between Salah and Mane was kind of worrying because all of us knew that it was something that started long time ago. You know, it's a frustration that came from multiple situations. You know,
mm,
and
mm,
this one was just during the game, a specific action or something like that. So
mm,
it's different.
mm, mm. Gary, what's up, man?
Yeah, Robertson. I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think he was pretty solid. Um, Mama, you guys both have given a rating on that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Robertson.
eight.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I agree with that. I thought he was typical Robertson. So let's go to the midfield and we go to Lalana. Um, Gary.
5.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I'd love to disagree with you. There can't be anything higher than that. I'm sure there'll be people who will rate him higher than that based on the result. But Mame, do you think anything different? Are we off our rockers or what?
Listen, I didn't even want to give him a rating because
Oh shit!
what position was he playing in, man? I mean, club gotta
Great
stop this.
question. Great question. Great
Club gotta
question.
stop this. No, come on, man. This is not serious, man. You know, and I feel bad for Lana because playing at that position, man. He knows he couldn't do something good.
I
He
don't
knew.
know. I don't know if Klopp knows that. That's the problem. And I love Klopp, but clearly he thought that was the right way to go. Now look, here, look, in the grand scheme of things, and we look back on it, we won the game. Could you not have put a genie in the six, put the Milner on one side, put the Hendo on one, or put Ox on one side? Naby's fit. Could you put him on one side? And I think look, this is the best thing that could have happened for Lalana. Klopp loves him. They used to be neighbors, and Klopp is like, look, I'm gonna use you somewhere. It might be fullback, might be center back. Oh no, we'll put you at the six. We'll put you at the six. That'll work. And that look, Lalana has to love it because he's still playing. But that also shows that Lalana has gone back so far. This is a guy who's played wing for us in the Champions League final, and you're down to a number six. So it shows a few things. It shows that Lalana is somebody who Klopp believes in for one reason or another. That's fine. He sees him every day. We don't. Cool, whatever. But it also shows that that's where you're at now. It's not a Henderson situation where it's like, we'll put you at six. You have bad feet problems. You could be an eight, but we'll put you. This is a guy who was playing more front foot with Southampton with us at one point, and now he's playing at six. So he's getting his minutes, which is good for him, his family, whoever loves him. That's cool. But we don't. I mean, I think we can all agree. And I tried. I told Gary this. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Lallana at six. But you don't really expect a lot from that. You're definitely not expecting. I mean, damn sure not expecting a Fabinho performance. You're not even expecting a Hendo performance or a Genie performance at six. You're expecting him to do the curve turn, try to keep the ball. He made some decent tackles at points. Let's be honest, but he just wasn't. He's not. If that was our six for the rest of the season, I'd be worried. I'll just put it like that.
Nah, but I mean, you can't have someone like Milner, Ox, and Naby on the bench and go with Lalana in the midfield,
Eh,
especially.
eh, eh.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he went with. It wasn't really a surprise. Gary, I know you just gave me out a number, but do you have any more to add to that, or should we move on?
It's just dreadful, there, isn't he? He's dreadful. I don't want to see.
I love having Gary on. Let's move on. Um, Jeannie Wijnaldum, the Dutch
Ghost.
ghost. Yeah,
He's,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. What's that
he's
series?
nowhere to be found.
I'm gonna start calling him. I'm gonna start calling. What is it?
James St. Patrick's.
Yeah. James St. Patrick. That's what I'm gonna start calling him. This motherfucker right here. What's happening? What's Gary? Talk to me about Jeannie, please, Gary.
Mr. Invisible, man.
Good God, man.
No impact on the game whatsoever. Four.
Four.
Awful.
Good. Wow. I love it. Okay,
Awful.
mate. I'm sorry. Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Awful performance. Didn't
Yeah.
contribute defensively or offensively.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah. And it wasn't like he wasn't in positions to do that. So listen again, and I'm glad we're talking about this because this is what we do in Liverpool with everybody. We're gonna talk real. We're gonna be real. We're gonna talk about Henderson. We gotta talk about Genie too, because he hasn't
Yeah.
been great. He hasn't been great. The Sheffield goal was the last thing he did that was quote unquote great. That's it. And we'll thank him. I'm thankful for that because,
Oh, don't! Did you see that shot? Did you see that shot they took? Oh
bro,
my god!
bro,
Don't
bro,
get on that shot because I was
bro.
about to. Oh my! I just wanted to punch my screen.
This is
Honestly.
this is what he does though. He does something different under Koeman with the Orange Squad when he comes to Liverpool. And sure, it's enough for us to say, "Oh, well,
You know,
he's asked to be doing a different role." Yeah, that's great. When you get in the
it's
box,
not
take a shot like you know how to shoot the ball. Go ahead, my man.
it's not only Genie in that Dutch team. A lot of players are like that, especially Genie and Depay and some two other dudes.
Yeah,
You know,
the
each
pie
team
is
needs to,
definitely like that. The pie
yeah,
holds back. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, but
But,
they're just different.
yeah,
Obviously, they play in a different position, but they're different when they play with the national team.
yeah.
yeah.
But the thing is here, why would he get dropped? Because what's Kia showing shop for him to be
No,
dropped?
no, 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 no. For me, it's not even about being dropped. But while you're in the game, motherfucker, can you do more?
Yeah,
I'm not even
but
about dropping you,
he's
but
not
can
doing
you?
anything. But he's not doing anything. But this is the thing now. This is why he's playing. This is why we all talk about the competition. Oh, we've got competition midfield. But at the minute, those players are playing backup. Apart from really Ox, none of them are really showing anything to make him, to stay him on the bench for a couple of games. Nothing. So why would he? You know what I mean? Just,
Yeah,
oh, I don't know.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, that's
mean,
true.
what are we giving Genie, boys?
Four.
My man,
Nah, I'll go with five, man, for the respective.
let's make it 4.5. You're being a little too nice to Genie. We'll make it 4.5 though. Out of here with that. Who we got next? Jordan Henderson. Our favorite player. So we'll go to Gary because we know we got a lot coming from Gary. Henderson, please.
Four. Dreadful.
Jesus Christ, Mame.
Nah, Henderson, I
Oh,
give
whoa,
him
whoa,
a
whoa.
five.
Let's go back to Gary. Can you elaborate on that, please, for the listeners?
I fought for the goal. Terrible man marking. That's the captain of the team supposed to be sitting. I mean, what was he?
Second fault for the goal in the Premier League, by the way. Just want to put that on the airways. But go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what he was doing. He's probably pointing out. He's probably pointing his arms out at some of the fans while marking Trezeguet.
Better
Pointing
not
at
be.
Arnold, telling him to do something while doing that. Loses his man. He's the one that should be. As I told you, the Matteo Flamini of Liverpool points his arms out and does his own job. You know what I mean? So it's
I
just,
love it.
so
Yeah. No,
you know,
you're right, man. Another
cooking
game.
getting overrun by Ghazi. Can't even run. Got no speed. No strength, can't
Bro.
tackle as well. I've never seen him go on the ground to tackle. He had a few decent passes in the second half, but 4 out of 10. I mean, I'm tempted to give him a three, him and Edwin Alden, but
Jesus
I'll give him a
Christ.
51.
And my guy Gary doesn't hold back. Here's the thing. You would have thought Aston Villa was just incredible today. And certain players they had were amazing. You would have thought Wesley was, oh, he's so great at holding up the ball. And nah, and this is the thing. Are we losing that much still? That much toughness for Fabinho out the squad? It's more a rhetorical question, but I'm just thinking,
Yeah, well, obviously when you
why are we, why, no, no, yeah, but Gary, that's an indictment on this club then. If that one player you lose all toughness because
well, it's
Wesley,
because if he
go ahead.
played Wijnaldum, if he played Wijnaldum in the six, right, and he played when we look at Wijnaldum, right, I think Wijnaldum, if we played him in the six in that game, I think Wijnaldum would shine more if he had Chamberlain or Keita next to him, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Because I think there's too much pressure on him and Henderson to do things that they're not capable of doing, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think today would be the perfect game for him to play the six and to put Milner on the left and let Wijnaldum sort of just roam around that position and let Milner and Henderson, or obviously Milner, Wijnaldum would be the perfect midfield, and we would have created a lot more chances and we wouldn't have been overrun in midfield, in my personal opinion, right? So we both know that's not going to happen. And when I saw Lallana Henderson that team sheet, I just knew it wasn't going to be as straightforward as it should be. I knew it wasn't going to be that.
Yeah, Mame?
Henderson, I'll just give him a five like the others, man.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
We'll go with
I
four
don't,
point
I don't
five.
think
Yeah,
Gini
sure.
was better than him. I don't
You
think
think
Gini was better
you
than
don't
him.
think right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I put
Let's
four.
let's rate the midfield. What are we giving the midfield as a number? Because that will be very telling of what we think about
Three
the
point
midfield.
five.
Yeah, thank you, Mame.
I give four, man. Come
I
on,
knew you were gonna say four.
Jerry, Jerry, you're
I knew you were
hardcore,
gonna
man.
say.
You're
Yeah,
hardcore.
Gary is definitely hardcore, but I love it. Yeah, I would say four overall, and that's pretty bad. But again, we're playing Aston Villa, and I think we saw the lineup, the midfield, I should say, and we thought that's probably what would have been the performance. Maybe we would hoping for at least a 6 or 7. We got the 4.5 or 3 or 2.5, and we still got the win. So, whew, I don't know what you guys are gonna say for the
It
front
wasn't. It
three.
wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't because of midfield. I'll tell you that.
What the result?
Yeah.
Okay, well, keep talking.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, we got that win. We would have won that game earlier and much more easier if we didn't have those three midfield there.
Oh,
Because
so that's what you're saying. Okay, I got you. My bad. I wasn't hearing you right, but yeah.
we got 3 points, but those three right there, those three culprits, just made it so much harder for us to win that game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And it,
over.
it made it made their midfielders
Yeah,
look like they had the best game of their lives. When
yeah.
really.
I mean, marvelous Nakamba looked like he was N'Golo Kante in that midfield.
Unbelievable. And right, exactly. Now, I don't want to knock Marvelous. I'm sure he's a marvelous player, but really, I mean, he looked incredible today based on how we defended them, how we played them. But yeah, go ahead.
We defend like clowns. We defend like complete clowns.
Absolute clowns.
You
Joker.
know?
Joker.
So just well, we
Joaquin
could have
Phoenix.
we could have conceded more than that as well.
We could have. They could have as well. But yeah, we definitely could have. They had a moment there in the. Was
Hurrah,
it still the first? Was it still the
hurrah.
first half?
The second, I'm talking about the second half where Hurrah passes it. He said he should have
Ah,
done it
right.
himself.
Yeah.
That's 2-0 and game over. See you later.
Yeah. Mame, for lack of a way to put it, and playing more devil's advocate, because clearly it looks like Liverpool are. I mean, this seems like destiny to me. If they don't win it this year, bro, I don't. I mean, I really don't know when we're gonna win it. Well, I'm sure we said that last year, but this year it's just coming out of games like this where a draw was written all over that. Even before we scored the first goal, a draw was written all over that for some people. In my mind, I'm thinking this team has showed so much over time that we'll at least get a draw, if not go on and win it. And to show the determination, go and get it. But do these situations that have seemed to be happening lately, whether it be the Mickey Mouse Cup, Premier League, do they bother you, or do you feel like, hey, I'll take that? If that's what we got to do to go to the end of the season, I'll take that. Mame.
Listen, we Champion League's winners, man. So of course, mentally, it brings something else with the players. You know, players knowing that we are better than you. We have to win this game. That's what you start. And let's be real. When we started the season last year, I mean, the players, even the fans, didn't think that we could win the league, even though we went like we were really really close. But this year, the season starts and everybody's saying we gotta win this. So it's different now. They know they want it. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Hello? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, first of all, I just think that we with the win that we just had, I think that gives us a sorry about that. I think that just gives us a massive boost going into City because if that gap gets a bit closer, it's like 4 points, 3 points, but 6 points now going into that match to try and make it 9. That allows us to, that puts massive pressure on City. And they were close to losing as well. They were close to losing 70 minutes and 87 minutes when they scored. So they were close to losing. It's disappointing that they didn't lose, but at the same time we could lost. So I'm just happy that we got our points and that's it. Just move on to Genk, get that out of the way, and then City on Sunday, which that's a massive game. I mean, what
Yeah,
starting
man.
11? What starting 11 would you play for Genk first of all before we get to see?
For Genk, uh, I will play maybe the same team as the first leg. You know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have to play the same team as
What
the
about
first
Sunday?
leg. Maybe bring. I
Ox,
think there was Ox, Naby, and Fabinho, right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You throw in the Ox and Naby. You put Joe Gomez at left at right
yeah.
back.
What do you
Lovren,
do?
Van Dijk got to play,
What do you do for
obviously.
City? That's the thing. City now is forget game. What do you do for City?
City,
Yeah,
strongest lineup. We know the defense. We know the front three. In the midfield, I
defense,
think
Lovren.
our defense. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess Lovren. I guess Lovren. In the midfield, you know, Ox always did well against City, man.
yeah.
And we need for that for those long
For
shots.
me, it's Ox, Fabinho, Wijnaldum.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that will win us the game 100%.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Club played Naby in that game.
You think so?
I don't I just have that feeling that he might he
Listen, I'll
might
be
just throw.
surprised. Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll be surprised if it's anything other than Fabinho, Henderson, Ronaldo. I'll be
Yeah,
shocked.
Henderson,
Wait, Fabinho who?
Fabinho, Henderson, Ronaldo. I'll be shocked if it's anything other than that.
Mm.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, no, it's fine. Thank you guys. But let me just round it out for this game. What do we give in the front three? Let's start with Salah. Gerri.
2.
Jesus Christ, Gerri. God damn. Mame.
four for Salah. Even four is too much, man. It's this kind of game you
You
just don't
damn
want
right
to.
it is. You damn right. We'll go with 3. I mean, let's be real. Listen, again, we're being slightly harsh to some people who hear this, but we're being real. And in light of that, we still won the game. Salah wasn't good today. Now there were moments where I saw him in the opposing teams, well, in our own box defending. I was like, okay, I see you, Salah, you defending, but there wasn't much that he brought to the table today, and that's how you doing. And that's a little alarming to me because you can give me the 40 goals or whatever he scored in the first season with us, and he's consistently getting double digit goals, and that's cool. But there's too many games for my liking. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. There's too many games for my liking where he's just not being that threat that we've come accustomed to seeing. And we talk about there was times when if Salah wasn't healthy, what would we do? If Mane wasn't healthy, what would we do? Gerri.
Um, it'd be World War III, wouldn't it? Um,
I mean, I'm just saying.
yeah. I mean, listen. I thought the Salah was shocking today. I mean, that chance. What is he doing? These guys are over.
Which
That was
which one? Which one? Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, yeah,
yeah, the one on his left foot.
yeah.
That was horrendous. I don't know what he's doing there, but yeah, 2 out of 10 for me. Maybe 2 out of 10 is a bit harsh. I
I
don't know.
mean, I mean, I mean,
Two
boys. Let's. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gary. My bad.
is 2 out of 10 harsh? I don't know.
No, harsh or not. I mean, there's not. Look. You go to Redman TV, they probably give him a 7. So but the thing is,
Yeah, they
this
for
this
seven.
is this this is our channel. I guarantee you. Go look at. I haven't bothered to look at their video. I'm sure they give him above a 5. I'm sure they do, and
But
that's
They
their own
give
what,
him
opinion. That's
what did
cool.
he
give him a
contribute? I
seven.
don't know what he
They give
contributed.
him a seven.
What did he
Wait,
contribute
wait,
today?
Mane, what'd you say?
They gave him a seven.
See this? I called it. I didn't see the video yet. I called it. What do you see in a 7? As Gary said, how do you get a 7 out of that game? How? I just don't get that. A lot of times, I think people are basing it on the glory that he had in the first season, and I get that. But he didn't play. That's not a 7 performance. That's
Mm.
Yeah,
nowhere near a 7 performance, and not because he didn't score. He just wasn't at it. Mane wasn't great, but he came up when we needed him. Mane was not great in that game. He had moments, as he usually does, but he wasn't great in that game. But he came through in the clutch. Did Salah do that? And again, I feel like I'm forming a debate between them two. I'm not trying to do that. Do you guys hear me?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
I, I just I don't understand how you give Salah a 7. But we're taking this something different. Let's go to Firmino. Okay. Final thing on Salah. We'll give him a 3.5 just to be nice. Firmino, Mame.
Firmino, I'll give him let's say a six. A six. Second half was much better. He was coming to get the ball very, very deep.
Mm.
Didn't have much influence in the game, but yeah, I'll give him a six. I think it was all right.
the one thing I would give their manager Dean, whatever his name is that he clearly put Marvelous on Firmino. He clearly
Yep.
put Marvelous there to. If you guys see that, he put him
Yeah.
there centrally to really nullify anything Firmino could do. And I thought that was a great. I don't want to say master stroke, but it's good coaching. It's good coaching, and to his
Yeah,
credit, they kept it. Go
it
ahead,
was
Mame.
good coaching because Salah was useless. If Salah and Mane was doing the job, no, no, let's
Yeah.
be real.
No,
Salah
no,
and
you're
Mane
right.
was doing the job. You can't afford to man mark on Firmino. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Gerri, Firmino,
5. 5 out of 10.
bro. We gotta have you on every night, both of you. But Gerri, coming through with the realness, my dude. We'll finish off with Mane, and then we'll give a grade on just the team in general. Mane, and I'll start with Gerri.
7 out of 10. I don't care. You got the winning goal. 7 out of 10. He kept going. Doesn't matter. If he wasn't doing it at certain times, but he just kept going. He kept pushing. He kept creating chances. 7 out of 10 for Sadio Mane. 100% definitely.
Gerri, does he do anything different? The guy just works all day.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to the quote unquote yellow card flop dive whatever. Let's analyze that, right? Because I'm human. I'm gonna tell you what I thought, and my son can tell you. We're watching the game at the bar, and he does that, and I said, "Oh, Mane, stop." I see the
There's
replay.
contact.
I see the replay. There's a stamp on his foot.
Yeah.
Now, now, now,
Exactly.
now, 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 now. I saw. No, I'm sorry. I feel like the other videos I made, I said the wrong name to the. Who was the? What's the ref's name? Is it Atkinson or is it what's his name?
No,
Who?
Atkinson was the last one. I forgot the name
So
of
yeah,
his
because I was
name.
listening to a different podcast and they kept saying Atkinson. This is Moss. Isn't this Moss?
Yeah, Moss.
Yeah,
Moss,
this
I
Yeah.
is
think.
Moss.
Uh,
Okay, I thought I was right.
Atkinson Atkinson was in the VAR doing the offside stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
that's why they kept saying Atkinson. Okay,
Yeah.
so on that, Gerri, after seeing, so let's just go back to what I thought. When you first saw it, did you think, oh, you're flopping, or did you think, no, that's a penalty? Just tell me about that whole situation, the yellow card and all that.
Well, listen, I thought it's not yellow. I thought maybe I don't know. It could have gone either way, really. It definitely wasn't a dive. Let's just say that.
You said
If
definitely wasn't a dive.
No, it
Okay,
wasn't
cool.
a
Okay, cool.
dive because there's clear contact there, right? But yeah, Mane maybe makes the most of it, but I don't know. I don't think it was a penalty personally, if I'm honest with you. I don't know about you, but I don't think it was a penalty. I wouldn't give that. Obviously, if I was a referee, I'd be giving that all day long. If I was actually the referee, but if I'm actually, a neutral referee, I'm not giving that. If I'm honest with you, I'm not
Can you
giving
guys
that.
hear me?
But yeah,
but
but I'm not, I can hear you. But I'm not giving him the yellow card as well. It's just no foul, play on for me.
but I think that Mane is being watched because if there was not those two penalties, like those last two penalties,
Which
he
were
would have
both penalties, by the way.
he would have got this as a pen because there was a contact. Okay, when Mane went there, as just when he felt, we didn't know. Even if you don't know if he had contact or not, people were like, "Oh, he died." You know, that's the thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people would jump to that, and I'm not gonna knock Mane because again, he had me thinking he was diving, but he actually got stamped on. And again, Mane is finding. It's funny because we haven't seen that from Mane in a game like that. Well, necessarily, we've seen him do that towards the end of games, but you wouldn't be at a fault to think, oh, Mane's trying to get us a penalty. Cool, great. But not only was he trying to get us a penalty, he was rightfully in doing that. I mean, he definitely got stamped on, and that's in the instant replay, which the VAR has the way to see that. So let's also before I get well, I think Mame has given his opinion on that, but let's go to the goals, right? Our goal with Firmino. Is that offside? Last I checked, you can't score a goal with your
No,
upper body.
offside.
So
Outside,
what the
outside.
fuck is that about? What is it? And see, I'm here every week saying I love VAR. I'm not going to change that because I do. I'm glad VAR is in the game. Maybe I'm in a minority in that. I love that VAR is here. I do.
I do. I love too.
But at the same time, what the fuck is going on? Like, how is that offsides, Gerri?
How was that offside? Because
Bro,
his knee is ahead of his shoulder, and the last time I checked, you can't score with your hand.
Right.
and his knee was ahead of his shot, and you can score with your knee. So are they blind or what? Like Atkinson, do you need a pair of glasses? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Bro.
what was it?
And that's why people are saying Atkinson has a Man United card. Because
VAR,
what the fuck is going on, bro?
VAR with video evidence cannot get offside decisions right. Right? What is it? What are the those sack VAR sack the people that are fucking watching it? Those fucking blind old fuckers that are sitting there watching it. Sack those
Here,
twats
here,
over there.
here, yeah, yeah. Here's the thing. As much as I love VAR, if you got certain people in there have an agenda, which he clearly does. Now, see, I didn't know that he was in there until you guys told me. I heard people saying that Atkinson. I thought they were getting the referee's name wrong. But this is the guy that was refereeing the United game, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
clearly there's an agenda. I mean, are we all agree? And you guys know I hate bringing up refs. If you check my videos, I hate bringing up refs. But, bruh, how are you calling that offsides? There's no way. Mommy, I'm coming to you. How is that offsides? I don't see where you cannot score the ball with your hand or your shoulder, your upper body at all. Or your head, okay, header, but his head wasn't offside. So why is that being called as offsides, Mommy?
Listen, I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I
I
don't know.
mean,
That's
I
what
mean,
I
I mean, it's
have
nice
to
to talk
say.
about this it's nice to talk about this as we won the game, but like, what is that about? Why isn't that a goal?
Listen. Sometimes I don't want to bring up all this conspiracy stuff. I just don't know. I just don't know. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
sometimes it goes in our favor, sometimes not. But this time you just have no explanation. Like sometimes you can say, yeah, there was this. You can give some excuses for the ref. You try to give some explanation for the ref. Maybe that's what he thought. But here there is nothing. No reason. No reason that wasn't open. I can see it. Plain and clear.
yeah. I mean, I don't understand. But we go on, we keep fighting, we don't let that be the excuse. We get a game. Mame, man of the match in general. If you had to give one, who would you go with?
Man of the match. For us or for the whole game?
In general, yeah, just in general. We did win the game, but if you haven't a or an absolute player, I'm here for it.
Uh, I would say Van Dijk, or maybe that's
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Bananga
I go.
or
That's what
Bananga.
I would go with. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I forgot his name. There's a guy from Villa that had a really good game. Forgot his name.
Defensively, who?
He
Mings?
was playing in the field, I think. No, no, no. It was that black dude, that African dude.
Oh, marvelous Makamba.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was really really good, and I
yeah.
don't want to disrespect him. I don't know if a lot of because he hasn't been. I mean, if you talk to, I listened to an Aston Villa podcast before this game, and they bigged him up a lot. So clearly, he's been good for them. They didn't have Grealish though, and it makes me wonder if they had Grealish, how different they would have been. I think Robinson going up against his fellow countrymen. Gerri, are you back?
Yeah, I was already here.
Oh, you were good. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought. Okay, cool.
Well,
So I
could you hear
saw.
some noise?
Huh?
Could you hear some noise in the background?
No, I think you just had it muted, and that's cool. I just thought something was wrong with your connection. But
Oh no, I was just listening.
Robertson's country mate McGinn, I thought was good as far as harrying guys and things like that. He did little small things here and there, and I thought he could be trouble. I thought he would take over the role that Grealish left. Grealish obviously was a big loss for them, but
I'll
honestly,
definitely have to get over the arm midfielders.
oh no question, I take who's the guy they have, the Brazilian who went off.
Douglas Luiz.
Luis is
Yeah,
good.
Lou,
I don't know why he went off, but that dude
very
can
good
play.
player.
I don't know where he came from, but I don't know if they had him in the lower division. But the dude
From
can play.
City.
Say again?
Well, he's actually from Manchester City,
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh
and
wow.
he
Okay.
was at what's their name? I think it was at Girona. Was it Girona? He was in
Oh,
that.
Jermaine, Spain.
Huh?
Is it Fleet?
I can't hear you. Sorry, mate. You were just cutting out there.
Is that La Liga squad? Girona.
Yeah, Girona. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
City, I think Girona City is a sister club or something like that.
Mm,
So they've
okay.
given they've got a track history of giving players to Girona.
Okay. Yeah. No, I thought he was good. He came up when he came up. I was thinking, what was this Dean, whatever his name is? What is the manager thinking about? But no, yeah. I thought marvelous. I don't even want to attempt this last. I think it's Nakumba. I don't want to get that wrong, but
He's from Zimbabwe.
yeah. I thought he was decent. Gerri, you're man of the match.
Uh, it's a tough one really because I thought Mane, like yes, he got the goal, he kept going, but he wasn't the best today, was he?
No, he
Uh,
wasn't great.
Nah.
so I
When
think
it counts, yes. But overall, we can't lie. I mean, he
Robertson or
wasn't.
Van Dijk. Robertson or Van Dijk. I'm gonna give it to Robertson.
Oh, good shout. Good shout. Yeah, I would give it to Van Dijk. I think Robertson could easily be rivaled that. I just think Van Dijk was there. There was a moment there. I don't know if you guys remember in that second half where they should have put the game away. They should have put the game away. It was a cross again. It was a
Yeah,
cross
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
somebody. I forget who it was. I think
Yeah.
Trent got caught out, but they should have been. That's almost like the Son situation. It should have been 2-0, but they didn't take advantage of their chances, and that's not our fault. In fact, we had a lot to do with the reason why they didn't take the chance on both situations. And so Van Dijk was there to clear that ball, so I'm gonna give it to Van Dijk. Robertson sorely loses out, but not by much. I think he was incredible today. But I'm gonna give it to Van Dijk. Look, guys, another win, another 3 points. This team continues to show us whether it be the Mickey Mouse Cup, the Champions League, this competition, whatever. Moving forward, there's a lot of situations going on with the Carabao Cup as far as who we're gonna play. Mame, come to you first. Me and Gary talked about this briefly, but I'll still come to Gary. But Mame, the whole idea that, and let's talk about real quickly Pep Linders. Did you guys hear the press conference he gave before the game?
He's the
Yeah,
best
yeah,
player in the league.
yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. Not that I'm looking forward to Klopp leaving. Obviously not. That would be crazy. If he does, I want Pep Linders as our manager. Mame.
Definitely. That's exactly.
I mean, the way this guy spoke in that press conference. Why would I want somebody else? Go ahead, Mame.
Yeah, and the guy, what I love about him, obviously he's really tactical, man. You see that the guy knows what he's talking about. He knows football, man. And I just love him. And I know that I don't know what there was a story about Buvac and everything. He was the mastermind behind club. That was bullshit.
Who?
Obviously, he helped
Who?
Buvac.
Who? Who's that?
Buvac. That
Oh,
guy, they
okay.
were saying he left, so we started
Oh,
playing
that guy.
back.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy is good, man. The guy is good. I don't know what's his exactly his contribution in the team, but the guy is good, man. He's really good. I love him.
Gary, you can go ahead, bro.
Yeah. What was the question?
Oh, just talking about Pep Linders and just I mean personally, man, I just the way he spoke about the last 30 minutes of the game and the Spurs match, and just I just thought he's very detailed. He's like a Klopp B, and I mean that in the best way. I don't want to say B Tech, but he's a Klopp Junior, and I think he gives a bit more than Klopp gives, but he gives it in a way that I
Exactly.
think us fans really really love. He gives a lot of information, but he does it thoughtfully. If you notice, there's a lot of pauses in between his responses, and I noticed that, and I thought that was because one, he maybe not didn't want to answer them, but he answered them in a way that was very detailed and very measured. And so I just want to get your opinion on just Pep Linders in general, as far as him. And again, I hate to talk about when we lose Klopp because I want to enjoy him while he's here. But I'm just saying, as far as there's going to be a time where Klopp leaves. Obviously, in our lifetime, he's going to be gone. He's not going to coach till the end of time. And so, I guess I'm just asking your thoughts of Pep Linders coming in
Maybe,
instead of a Steven Gerrard. Go ahead, Mame. I know you want to say something.
maybe you just go with Pep, put him in his luggage.
You have to. Oh, well, I hope not. Because Pep needs to be the next manager. But I want to get Gary's opinion.
Yeah, I'm not sure. On the next manager because I think he's a very intelligent man, right? A very intelligent man. He knows his football. The manager role is different. It's a lot. It's just different transfers, managing
Mhm.
tactics. Everything.
Mhm.
It's just a
Mhm.
completely different pressure, completely different job to what he's been asked to do now.
Is it though? Is it? I mean,
Yeah,
and I hate to
because
cut you off, but my thing is, we still have the same recruiting team when Klopp leaves.
yeah,
We'll still have the same guys, and so why wouldn't Pep be the next? And look, if you disagree, that's fine. But I'm just trying to understand, like, why wouldn't Pep be the next dude in your mind? But go ahead.
because I think Steven Gerrard's going to get the job.
Oh wow. Okay.
Whether it's the right thing, I think he's going to get the job. If I'm honest with you, if I'm,
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know if it's the right thing or the wrong thing, but
Hmm.
I mean, I just think Steven Gerrard will get the job because I think he's going to be someone that even Klopp said it. Klopp did say it himself. Gerrard's the one that should take over me. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's talking about it. Steven Gerrard, and he knows it's going to happen. He will be the next manager to take over Liverpool. I can guarantee it.
Mm. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. I think that's definitely a popular popular choice.
Oh, Gerrard's done good at Rangers. Let's just put it out here. I think what Gerrard's done.
I
I
mean, what do you consider great? Did he win the league in that league?
well, you don't expect well, you don't expect him to win the league in the first year after Celtic being done.
Ah, oh.
But right now, and he hasn't he spent nowhere near what Celtic was spent. So he came
Hmm.
in. He was coming in from Rangers. Doing. He's took Rangers in the Europa League. They got a 1-1 draw at Porto, which I think is a brilliant achievement for
Oh
Rangers.
wow, that's a big result. Yeah, wow,
So
huge result. They got
and
a draw against Porto.
away from home,
Well, how are they doing in that group?
they're actually top. I think they're top of the group
That's
They top
big.
they top
That's big. That's big. Okay, my
against teams,
man. That's big.
against teams like Young Boys as well. When Young Boys are top of their Swiss league, and Young Boys actually got a good team. If you remember, who's got some problems.
Yeah, yeah.
Beat
And in the
Juventus,
Europa League, they give you a good game. Or any competition, they give you a good game.
they beat Juventus last year as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. No, no, no. That's okay.
uh,
All right. I haven't been keeping up with that, but okay, that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
and they're actually level on points with Rangers at the minute as well. They've dropped 5 points in the league.
But okay,
Um,
so let me put this question to you. And sorry, I know I've been cutting both of you guys off all the time. A guy who's managing Rangers in that league. I don't want to disrespect that league, but it is that league. Is it the Scottish League?
quickly before you
Okay,
continue,
go
quickly,
ahead.
I'm going to say one thing. If Steven Gerrard stayed until 2022 until Rangers, which I don't think he will, he would he would not get the job, and he shouldn't get the job. Gerrard should leave at the end of the season and go to a Premier League club, and then I want to see how he does there, and then we should make a decision.
I, I doubt he will get a Liverpool a Premier League job if it's not at Liverpool. I really
Well,
doubt.
if it's a job in the Bundesliga or anywhere, Rangers is not going to be enough for me to appoint him as no manager to success as your club. I don't care who it is.
Wait. So you're telling me if he gets, let's say, Derby County comes up next season, you give him that job. If he does well in it, you give him the job, as opposed to a guy who's been working under Klopp. Even when that other guy, which Mame reminded me his name a few minutes ago, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I really don't remember what you said. I don't care to know. I
Blue
don't care to know what you. Okay, fine. You said it again. Fine. Blue vest. Now I know it. So you're telling me that if he manages a team like Derby County, or I don't know, give me any name from the Champions League that comes up, or not Champions League, but
Leeds.
the Championship. Yeah, fine. Let's go with Leeds, who has a manager who's supposed to be really good, but he didn't bring them up. But okay, and you give it over him. This is to Gerri. You give it over him. You give it over a guy named Pep Linders, who's been there even when Buvac was there. He's been there with the youth. He's been there all this time. You wouldn't give it to a guy who's experienced all of this. Cause let's be real, we're getting the league this year. That's just what it is, and we might get another Champions League. I just can't see that. Now I don't know if you're saying what you think will happen, or you saying what you want to happen. What do you want to happen? If you had to, if you were running Liverpool Football Club and Klopp was done today,
Ah,
let's just say, would you go with Lenders, or would you go with I was going to say something about slipping, which is so hard. Nobody's going to like this video now. Would you go with Gerard, or would you go with Pep Lenders?
what, right now or 2022?
No, let's just say Klopp left the job now.
Well, obviously Pep Linders because
Okay, fine. No, that's the easy question. Okay, 22.
I'd have to wait. I
I'm,
can't answer it. I'm gonna sit on the
I'm
fence.
depending on you, Gary. I'm depending on you. I need
Listen,
an answer.
I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to sit on the fence here a bit because I'm
Ah,
listen, because I don't know what Gerald would have done then. You know what I mean? I don't
okay,
know.
fair point. Fair
I
point.
don't
Yeah,
know
fair
how he would
point.
have
Yeah.
gotten the part. Listen, you're talking about getting Derby to the Championship. Frank Lampard's 2 points behind City right now, and he's playing incredible football. I'm just what I'm going to say. Frank Lampard's gone into Chelsea, playing kids from the Championship that were playing Championship last year, 4 or 5 kids in the Championship, and he's got them 2 points behind City already, and beating the Champions League teams waiting for him. You know what I mean? So maybe I'm talking from an emotional side of things, but let me just say this right now, with this Pep Linders, Gerrard, or whoever else, that appointment after Jurgen Klopp has to be spot on. Otherwise, there will be a decline in terms of in terms of players possibly leaving, in terms of the league position and all that stuff. We need to get that appointment right. Otherwise, we could be into another Manchester United problem.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, Mame.
But I don't think it will be as bad
uh,
as that because we've got the recruitment side of things right. Um, and I think there's the right people in the club. There was at United, there were never the right people in the club. The Glazers and everyone, it was just Fergie, the success of Ferguson. Right now, we've got the right people in the club, whether it's players, manager, everyone, right? But also the owners. When the new club, when the new manager comes in, the owners need to spend more money, a lot more money, right? A lot more money because they haven't spent enough in this football club. If I'm honest with you, they haven't invested enough money in this football club. Not enough for my liking. It's just that if you look at that, what we've sold and what we've earned, we haven't spent that much when you look at it. We haven't. It's just the brilliance of Klopp.
mm, mm. Yeah, Mame, what are your thoughts on post Klopp? And again, I want to just say that that's not anything any of us are looking forward to. Just a conversation, just devil's advocate, just wondering who people think could come in. You liking Pep Lenders? You liking someone in Europe? You liking Gerard? What's your thoughts, my man?
It's hard, man. It's really hard because I don't know. 2022 is a long time in this football world. And if it was right now, of course I'll go with Pep because I know he's been doing some great stuff with club,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, he's there. So Gerard, with all the respect I have for him, man, I don't know what he's capable of. He hasn't proved anything. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
to be seriously speaking, man, club, I don't I don't even want to think about when he'll leave. I, don't-
Right.
I don't I
No.
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
obviously it will come one day, but let's just enjoy it, man. Let's just enjoy it.
Yeah. No, I agree, and that's the thing I was trying to say. Like, I definitely don't want to make it about that because we still have a season or two with Klopp, and that's nothing we have to really look forward to. But I think it came from me just witnessing Pat Linders in his post match or his pre match conference of the Arsenal game. I just felt like he spoke very well, and it seemed like a guy who was destined to be taking a role. Now, look, as good as he,
Yeah, and
I
sorry,
yeah,
just to
sure,
add
please,
something,
please, please.
the fact that club gives him the pre-match
Mm-hmm.
press conference,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
he seems to have to be taking more responsibilities. It
Right.
seems even the club push him a bit forward than they
Mm-hmm.
used to.
Right.
Maybe they're kind of preparing something. Don't you
That's
think
what I'm
so?
thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. And it's not the first time we've heard Pep talk before. I don't know if you guys remember. It's not the first conference he's taken reins of. Now, the other time he's done it, or the times he's done, I don't know why he's done. I don't know if it's been because it's been a League Cup or maybe Klopp was sent to the stands or whatever. But he's spoken before, and each time he seems like a Klopp Junior. He's taken on that same approach, that approach of when we lose the ball, we get it back because it's ours. That's what he said, because it's
Yeah.
ours. And that for me I don't know. And maybe I'm just over dramatic, over emotional about it, but that rung a bell for me. And
Yeah.
he's speaking like a guy who's running his own team already, but he's not. So that's big to me. And also maybe I'm a little. I don't want to see a guy with a with a uniform on. I don't want to see Klopp to go. A lot of reasons, but mainly because I want to see a guy with a tracksuit on the sidelines. And I think that that's what Pep would bring. And I think when you see the celebrations, Pep is almost more animated than Klopp. So I mean, he's jumping up like he's a kid. Full jump up. Klopp has toned it down a bit because Klopp is getting older. And he probably got time for all that. Plus, he's still smoking cigarettes. I think, like myself. But there's something there's something about Pep that really tells me that, man, it would really be good. He's younger than Klopp. It would just really be good to see him. We don't know, and at this point, I don't really care because Klopp is still there, and we have a couple more seasons. So again, it's not a situation where I'm preparing for Klopp. It's almost just saying like when that inevitably comes, who are you guys thinking? So yeah, I just for me it's Pep Linders and I can't think of anyone else. If Buvac was still there, maybe it'd be him. But even with the Buvac was very much so a very solemn,
I
very
said,
quiet
I
guy, and
said,
that's cool.
I said
Wh-
Nagelsmann. I suggested Nagelsmann a few weeks ago.
Who's that? The guy from in Germany?
RB Leipzig.
Yeah, he was at
Yeah,
Hoffenheim, right?
yeah. He was at
No,
Hoffenheim first. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what I thought.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
He was.
yeah. At one point, I would have said the guy from PSG.
No, no,
Who's of course Dortmund. At one point, I would have said that, but I don't believe in that guy.
no. I
You know,
don't
the,
like
Especially,
him.
the, the,
yeah,
he,
he's an
he,
absolute joke.
no, he's good. He's good. The problem with him is that he has to rely on Neymar too much and Mbappe. You know, I
You
think
say that
he
you
doesn't
say
have,
you. Go ahead, go ahead.
he doesn't have that character that Klopp has. You know, maybe he has it, but in
You
PSG,
uh
the
huh
players
uh huh.
are too strong for the team. They are too
They
important for the team. They are more
hmm
important than the coaches. And for him
mm,
to change that is too hard.
yeah.
He would never
And
have that problem in Liverpool, right? But there, it's different.
well, that's a shame because that's going to be his
That
downfall.
would go there will struggle.
Yeah, that's going to be his downfall because he should be better than that. And I think a lot of people, I for one, thought he was better than that. And I'm not really sure why I thought that because he didn't really do much with Dortmund. I don't even know if he won a trophy at Dortmund. He may have, maybe like a domestic
But
trophy or something. But he definitely wasn't going to be Jurgen and what Jurgen did I don't know if anyone else would do in our lifetime what Jurgen did at Dortmund. Let's just be quite frank. So it's just amazing, man, because again, you look at Klopp, you look at his celebrations, and even he's, I think at this point, I would hope that he's like us. Well, let's get to that. Gerri, in that game, it was 1-0 for longer than we wanted it to be. Did you still believe? Did you think at some point, I know you'll be honest, at some point did you think, oh, we'll turn this? Or did you think, wow, we might succumb to Aston Villa for our first loss in Lord knows how long?
Okay, at half time, I said um, there's still time because normally what we do is we come out really strong in the second half and we're 1-0 down. You know what I mean? We always come out strong. Um, and we did come out strong. First 15 minutes, we all, there was something about us. And then the longer it went, when it went to the 80 minute, 85 minute, I said, let's just get a point, let's get out of it. You know what I mean? And we got the 1-1. I was thinking, you know what, we might be able to do it. I thought that we'd get a point. I didn't think that we'd win. Around the 80th minute mark, when it started going to the 75, 80 minute, I said we'll at least get a point. I did think that we score, but
Mm.
to score 2 goals at the end is absolutely fabulous. I can't believe it. It's just, I'm lost for words, really. I'm still lost for words. I just can't describe it. It's just a massive win. I just didn't believe. I did. You can't not believe in this team anymore. You know what I mean? You can't not believe in this team because you've always got the fight there, the desire, the passion, everything. So yeah, it's hard to believe, but at the same time, it's not really because we've seen it a lot of times before.
Yeah, Mame, your thoughts when it was 1-0 for
uh,
the longest time?
listen, I remember stood at the clock at the 72nd minute, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, 20 minutes. we will definitely score.
Hmm.
But I didn't think that we would win. To be
Mm.
to be real with you, I didn't think we would win this game.
Yeah,
I thought
and,
we
and
would go.
and this is that when it was 0-0, not 1-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 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 that was when it was 1-0. That was when it was 1-0.
Right. Oh, 1-0, I
Second,
should say. Yeah.
uh, but yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just happy that we were able to do it, and I'm still in shock. I mean, each game is. I feel like I'm feeling the same way. I mean, even in midweek, but even before that, the game that we beat Sheffield, that goal, the Spurs game coming out with that with the penalty, and it's all late situations, and we continue to do it no matter who's on the field, who's on the pitch, who's starting, who's on the bench. We tend to continue to do this, and so that's what gives me. We talked about it. That's what gives me so much confidence in games where I'm not overreacting. Yeah, I'll see Henderson give a ball away, or I'll see Genie take a terrible shot, or I'll see Lovren make a bad decision, or I'll see them on the counter and have a chance. But even if they would have scored that goal, crazy as it sounds, I would have felt like we would have, I guess, got a draw. But at this point, I just feel like it doesn't matter what the deficit is, how we're looking, how bad we're playing. As frustrating as it is, because you feel like, well, damn, why couldn't you do that in the first half? But I just feel like Liverpool will always find a way to get a
Check,
victory.
Aaron, check your Twitter what I sent you.
Oh, okay.
And people think those stats are good.
What?
hasn't popped up yet. I see it. I see it. Oh, okay. I see.
And people think those stats are
Can,
good.
is it okay? Is it okay if do I have your permission to read this out?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so this is Anfield Watch, and they have it titled "The Captain versus Aston Villa." Captain, obviously, this is Jordan Henderson. So pass accuracy 82%, chances created 2, accurate long passes 4 from 10. You know the percentages on that. Aerial duels 1 for 1. So that means he had 1 aerial duel. Tackles 2 for 4. There's no stat of him getting muscled off, but that's cool. Every,
No stats.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So they have aerial. So did you peep this? They have aerial duels won twice to just pad his stats. Disgrace.
Oh yeah. I
Um,
just
disgrace. But yeah. Listen, let's talk about that. I mean, not that we need to, but yo, Gary, thanks again, man. You coming through in a clutch with conversational pieces. So look, pass accuracy. Look, we know Henderson every week has a decent pass accuracy. I don't think anyone questions that because you get accurate percentages of passing it back. There's moments when I thought he had the ball and he was playing more in a 6 role somehow, and I'm thinking, or maybe that was Alana, but I'm thinking, pass the ball on. Let's go. That probably was Alana, but okay. So pass accuracy 82%. Let's break it down. Mame, is that impressive to you? A pass accuracy for a team, let alone one player.
No, not at all.
I mean, let's
Not
be
at all.
real here. For
Like,
even
because
the
this pass accuracy stat doesn't give much. That doesn't give much information. Because we don't know what kind of passes you're making. Who you're giving the
mm,
ball. You know,
okay.
are you in a Are you in a possession phase? What it doesn't say much.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, chances created too. I'm more inclined to big that up than the pass accuracy. The chances created because of the kind of game it was. So
yeah.
you had
And
two. So
an accurate long pass.
yeah, go ahead, Gary.
Can you see any stats for how many times you got outpaced and outbarred? You know,
I can look, but I doubt I'd see that. And that's the thing. That's why I've never been. I mean, stats help paint a picture, and it's painting the picture clear for Jordan Henderson. But
and why
the
does
eye,
it put
the eye test.
Aston Villa? Why does it put Aston Villa with a
I don't,
fierce,
I don't,
a
and
fierce
I'm
like
sure this, and see, this is the thing, and people follow these accounts like Anfield Watch because they think, oh, I'm going to gain so much from them. This is a ridiculous thing to tweet. It really is. It's a ridiculous thing to tweet because what are you really telling us?
Yeah.
I
Well, look
mean,
at look at the picture. I sent
you,
you.
you literally put Ariel do one twice,
Yeah. So, so
as if that means something.
they put it there so it looks a bit like he's done more things.
And I see the cleat to Sadio's face. Good lord, that's
And that's the
that's
goal.
not good.
You know what I mean?
That
So
that's not good. Again, you look. Much as I love VAR, I mean today it was another example, and I can say this because we won the game, and also it's just facts. And not only
that's
Liverpool, other teams.
we
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
put
Go ahead,
your head
Gary. Go ahead.
put your head where it hurts. That's what Smart done there. He just stuck his head in there and scored a goal.
Oh,
There's a
that's
lot
the
of players.
game winner. That's the game winner.
Yeah,
Oh wow, wow. He got kicked in the face for it. That's a kick in the
Wow.
face, people. I know you guys can't see this, but that's a kick in the face.
and this isn't
Mama,
a
you can.
handball. And
Yeah,
this
I just saw the picture.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
and this isn't a handball.
Mane got sent off for that against City. Everybody remembers that. But go ahead.
This
yeah.
isn't a look what I sent you on Twitter right now. I'm going your notifications, and that isn't a handball. I sent it
Oh
both
no
of you.
no, I see now. See, I purposely wanted to avoid that, but I'm glad you brought it up because again, as much as I
What a
love
save!
VAR,
It's a
why
brilliant
are you
save.
not calling that? Why are you not calling the
This
handball?
is this is more a
It's a
penalty
clear handball. It's a clear
than
handball.
we had than the one we had against Tottenham in the final.
And but here's the thing, Mame. People and I don't care, but let's talk about it. You know, fans who don't have a team and just hate on or love to hate on Liverpool, I should say, or fans who support other top 4 6 teams, as it were. They love to say we died. They love to say we're lucky. Well, we were very unlucky not to get calls that should have been called. The Firmino goal shouldn't have been in offsides. That's number one. You got the kick in the face. I'm sure. I'm glad Mane scored that goal. But would they have VAR that looked at back? No. We know who's the guy
Uh,
in the booth. They want to look at
guess
that back.
what?
There's a
Guess
handball. There's a penalty on Mane, arguably. Go ahead, Gary.
guess what? Guess what Pep Guardiola just said about Sadio Mane.
Oh, you got more? You have more. What did you
I,
say?
I read it.
No, no,
Sometimes
no.
Pep Guardiola said about Sadio Mane again, talking about us rent free, the bold little prick. He
Oh
said
shit.
sometimes he's diving, sometimes
Oh, he didn't say that. He didn't say
sometimes
that.
yeah, sometimes he has a talent
Uh,
goals in the last minute. He's a talent. Next week we go to Anfield to try and play them.
see, this is the shit right here. It's like this is like
Klopp, show Mane
what
this, show Mane this, and spit on his bald head while when you score on Sunday.
bro, bro.
Oh my
I,
word!
I
I'll
would I
stop
would
the
love to
player.
see
I'll be the
Mane.
biggest shit
What
house. Be the
who
biggest
was
shit.
who was the manager who came out and said that? And I hate to talk about it because I don't really like Suarez as a person. But who was the game we played against in the manager where Suarez scored the goal and went
David
over
Moyes.
and dived by was it David Moyes?
This is why I love Luis Suarez, man. This is why you should do things like that. Just
No,
just
this is what Mane needs to do. Take a book out of Suarez's book just for one day. Just take a page out of Suarez's book for one day
please do
and
it.
go and die. He won't do it. If this is what a situation where I feel like
That's what I do.
can you just can you just Back to the Future me in Mane's body when he scores a goal? I would love to go die by Pep Guardiola after that. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I painted that picture in my head so many times because I love the fact that he's been victorious, but I hate that he can come out and say stuff like that. Why are you talking about Liverpool? Why?
You
I
don't
mean,
see Klopp.
clearly, someone. But see, let's pump the brakes. Someone asked him a question. He didn't just come out and say that. Someone asked him a question, which that's what they get paid to do. So you get that, and yeah, you could say maybe Pep should have said something different, but he responded to the question. So I can't really be mad at him. I haven't seen the video. I'm sure one of you guys are gonna forward me that hopefully, and I can actually see that and dwell on that for 7 days until we play them. But listen, say what you got to say. If Liverpool don't react come Sunday, then it doesn't really matter. But I love the fact that Pep is saying something like that. Whether he was asked the question or not, I love that he's saying it. So basically, he's calling our player a diver. Great,
Says
wonderful.
the one. Says the one who always tells his players to make tactical fouls. Tactical
Let's
fouls are
yeah, Fernandino. Yeah,
tactical fouls is as worse as diving,
but they've
right?
been getting away with that for the longest time, bro.
Yeah. And what about Bernardo Silva
Longest time.
last year when he dived against West Ham at home? How
Hmm.
many? I don't want to hear it, Baldy. Baldy
No,
loves.
and that's why I don't mind you clowning him the way you are because If you're really gonna be a man about it, come out and say, "Look, this is part of football. My players have done it too." That's what you should have said. But to come out and make it seem like Mane has dove for these wins, and look, listen, if I know Mane the way I know him and the way that I don't really know him, I know that he's going to be even. I think the whole team, partially, I think the team was slightly looking past this game. That's my opinion. I think they were kind of thinking, okay, okay, all right, fine, yeah, all right, now it's time to turn it on. Fine, fuck it, okay, fans, we'll turn it on right now. We'll win the game. But I think part of them was like, bruh, I'm waiting for that City game. This is before what Pep said. I just think they want to make a statement and say, look, we got to get these dudes up out of here so people know it's Liverpool's this year. My man.
Yeah, definitely. I think that this City game will put our best performance that I haven't seen for a long time.
I hope so. I hope so.
I just feel it. I just feel it because now they know. Last year they didn't know. They didn't know that that season would be tight like that. That if
Mm-hmm.
they don't win against City, it's probably gonna be tough. But now they know.
Mm-hmm.
They just have
Garrett.
to go for it 100%. For me, they have to know that if they win this game, they are 90% sure of winning the league.
Mm. Mm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Gary, what are your thoughts, man?
On
I forgot what I asked.
see,
Uh
see, see game, you know.
yeah. Just their performance against us. How do you think they'll set up? And well, that's not what I was asking. What the fuck did I ask?
You asked that City game that hopefully our boys will come and give up their best performance or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that the Liverpool players wanted to get the Villa game out of the way,
Right.
but yeah, we need to be at it on Sunday, all guns blazing. City are going to be a bit cautious. I'll tell you that they're not going to open up and be the defensive team. They won't do that. I promise you. Us, on the other hand, we need to be in their faces and absolutely batter them. We need to play with anger. We need to play with this. Get in their faces. Tough tackling, everything. Play like the Champions League final, just like we played. Just play like it's the game that depends on your life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to play in need because that 9 points, mate, 9 points, that is massive. We have the chance to add 3 points to ourselves and deduct 3 points from cities. And this is the
Mm-hmm.
game where we need to take advantage, and I expect us to next week.
Yeah, I agree. I think that about wraps it up for us. What we got here? Yeah, about an hour 32. Seems like it's been longer than that, which is great. Glad you guys were able to make time, man. Always appreciate you,
Yeah.
Mame, Gary, Jams, whoever else we bring on. But the core guys, really appreciate you guys. You guys could be doing a number of different things wherever you are, and you choose to come onto this channel. And I just want to let you guys know I appreciate that. Hopefully, one day we will be able to come together and meet in person. But yeah, just in closing, man, I'm still just numb because this team again just continues to do this, and I'm not really sure where that's coming from. I get the mentality of Giants, but there's something else. And even when you see Klopp in the post match, it's like he can continue to say mentality fucking monsters, but it's almost like he doesn't really know what to say because it's even slightly, even if a little bit, shocking to him. Maybe not shocking, but just maybe reassuring. And he's probably just thinking, damn, I got a squad who's really, really fighting. Not just for me, for this club, for this city, for the fan base. Go ahead, Mame.
Yeah, it seems like Klopp is a little bit different. Like he's not like he used to be all lively, celebrating all the time, making gestures.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
seemed like it seemed like it's normal, man. We have to
Mm-hmm.
win this.
Yeah, it's almost like he's expecting this in a way. And
Exactly.
if his expectation is right, cool. If it's not, then okay. But that not part hasn't come yet. And again, part of me thinks, how long can we do this? And that's just me being human because it's like the fact that we did it again lets me know that I should expect it every time. But I don't really want to go through that every time. But if that's what it takes for us to win, obviously I'm cool with it. But I'm in the
Yeah.
bar with complete strangers, and we're all grabbing each other and shaking each other and smacking each other and high fiving. And I mean, these are complete strangers. If you did it on the street, you'd probably get beat up. So I'm luckily I had my son there to save me. Imagine that. But it's just incredible that you can have this camaraderie with people, whether you're at the game, whether you're at a pub with people who are like minded. It's really incredible, and I
That's
just don't know
football.
what. Yeah, football does something crazy to you, especially when your team is doing what they're doing. And again, for all the people who want to say whatever they want to say negative towards this team, no one was saying that when United was winning. No one, not even fans who weren't a part of United. They were just saying, "Oh, United's just so good." But Liverpool can't get that because it's Liverpool and those situations. But if you listen to a lot of podcasts from other teams, they usually mention Klopp and they say how great Klopp is, and that's what it's come down to. Because correct me if I'm wrong, is it Brendan Rodgers' team doing this? I'm just saying, is it Brendan Rodgers' team? Are they doing this? So it's about the manager, it's about the heart and the thoroughness, the belief in this team. They just find a way, no matter who it is, and no matter who gets the goals. If it comes down to it, we get it done. Yes, I'm gonna say in City, I don't want to see that. If it happens, cool. But I want to see a team who's been looking forward to playing against this team. We don't sit back, give them respect and all that. At this point, both teams know each other. All that respect shit should go out the window. These are two teams that are fighting for one goal. And if we give it to City, they'll take it. Now
Yep.
again, I didn't watch the Southampton City game. I don't know why the game was that close, but it was. But I just want to see Liverpool really just take it to City once and for all, and it really just show them like, look, y'all are good, we're good too, and we're slightly a bit better. And I just hope we can get the number on them. So unless there's anything else you want to say, Gary or Mame, we can close this out.
Yeah. One thing as well. Like when I used to say, "Oh, Fergie time, look at these lucky," United.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I understand it. They're not
Hmm.
lucky. They make their own luck.
Exactly.
Make your own
Exactly.
luck. Now when you're in a position that you understand that it was what United were doing during that time was incredible, absolutely fantastic. And now you understand it. Now you believe. Now you realize, oh, you know what? It's them making their own luck. It's them not giving up. Them pushing on. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to end it on. And yeah, just bring on oh, I can't be bothered for Genk really. You get Genk out of the way, and then just get City on. That's what I'm, really excited about. I can't be bothered about Genk really, mate.
No, part of me is almost forgetting about that. I'm just thinking about Man City, but we'll get into the Gink thing at some point. But and that's a game that obviously we don't want to take lightly. But you'd imagine Liverpool could go through that with go through that swimmingly and be fine. So yeah, I mean, we'll that's coming up Wednesday, is it?
Yeah, yeah, Wednesday.
So yeah, we'll talk about that when we talk about it. But look, I think every Liverpool fan's mind is set on City, especially after this result and City's result. It's like look, we showing y'all because they're City fans, whether you want to believe it or not, watching their game and
Been
listening
listening.
also through Liverpool game and thinking, oh, they're finally going to lose, so it'll be a little easier for us when we play them. But no, the mentality monsters came through again. But yeah, Mame, any closing remarks for you?
No, not really, not really. Just saying that it's crazy. We have a Champions League game and we don't care about that game, man. For real, to tell you the truth, I don't really
Isn't
care
that
about
crazy?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
I think we all agree.
you know. So yeah, very excited for City game. I just hope we do very very well, man.
Hmm.
Very
Well,
very
look,
well. We have to
let's
do
let's let's close let's close it out with this. I think we all can agree it'll probably be the same same front. It's a bit early, and I'm talking about the City game, not the Gink game. Gary, who's starting in your midfield now? Again, it's early, and we don't know. Knock on wood, there's no serious injuries, but with everybody fit, seeing a nice little what was the word I want to use? A nice little showing of is another word I wanted to use. But Naby Keita came in, and me and Mame talked about this in the chat, in the Instagram group. I'm sorry, the Twitter group. It's good to see that he's not injured like we thought he was. But with everybody fit in the midfield, who's your midfield three, and hopefully you're not putting Alana in six.
All right, Lallana in the six.
Great, great. Yeah.
So I think Lallana, Henderson, Ronaldo again. That worked out quite
right,
well.
right.
Won the game.
Imagine that against City. Oh Lord.
Um, listen, I wouldn't be
No, no,
surprised.
no, no. But really, like, give me what you think. What you? This will be fun because I got time. Give me what you want to happen, and give me what you think Klopp will go with.
What I think
In the midfield. In the midfield.
what I think is pretty clear. Fabinho, Henderson, Ronaldo. All
Is
right.
that what you want, or what you think he would want?
Certainly not what I want, but
Oh,
that's what I
okay,
think. That's what I think will happen. What I
okay.
want: Fabinho, Oxlade, Chamberlain, Wijnaldum.
Woo! Firepower.
That's what I want because I know Wijnaldum's going to turn up for that one, and he's going to have a lot more free. He's going to be more free for that game because he's going to have Oxlade, Chamberlain do the attacking work, right? So he can sit there, sweep up, be the box to box, and him and Fabinho sit there, and you have Chamberlain making the driver runs like you did against Manchester City at home twice in the Champions League and the Premier League. Please just look at that clock and think about what you did in those matches. Think about it.
Yeah, but here's my question for you, and I'm just devil's advocate, just curious. Um, can you trust Genie in that game?
Yeah, I trust Genie if you're playing again. I trust. I do
Big
trust
Oh,
game
him.
player, man.
whoa! Wait, man, I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna come to you, Gary. Can you trust? Can you trust Genie? Why now? Orange? Why now? Then?
Yeah, I do trust
Okay,
him.
okay, all right. So your final three would be Fab, Genie, and who? Ox, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you think it'll be Fab, Genie, and Sir Henderson?
No, I don't think so. I know it'll be them three.
Okay. Mame, what we got?
Yeah, as I was just saying, Genie is a big game player, man. He might be a ghost in a lot of
Good
games.
point. Good point. Good point.
He's a big game player,
I can't
definitely.
disagree with that.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
Okay.
midfield, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just delusional, but I feel that Naby Keita is gonna start.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're definitely delusional. But that's your thought. Okay, so that's what you would want, or that's what you think Klopp's gonna go with?
What I want is see Ox because he does well against City every time.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
Probably
Mm-hmm.
Fab, of course. And
You're
but
breaking up. You're breaking up. Hold
as
on.
Gerri,
Did you wait? You're breaking
yeah,
up. You said Ox who?
Ox and Genie, Ox
Ox.
Fab and Genie.
Oh, I thought you said Nabi. Okay, cool. I'll let her ask you. Okay.
Yeah, no, Genie. And but I think that
Now, is that what you want, or that's what you think Klopp will go with?
no, that's what I want. That's
Okay,
what I
so
want.
what do you think Klopp will go with?
Club will go with Henderson, Fab, and probably
Genie.
Genie.
Okay,
No,
so
or
we all
maybe
agree on
Keita.
that.
I think Keita will play. I don't know why, man.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
hard to
As I
say.
said,
It's hard to say, man. And I think a lot of it comes to, and we can speculate on what the midfield he'll play for Gink. But I think a lot of that has to. I think who we see in Gink will really show who's going to play against City. And honestly, I
yeah,
called it before. Gary, I'm talking to you. He may go with Lala again at the six against Gink. Lala's having a great week. I'm just saying. He's
well,
having a great. This is the lottery for Adam Lallana. Oh my
yo,
god.
club wanna
if
sell
you
him
want
in
to play him dead
January,
on
man.
his
He
feet,
has to play.
because if you play him three times in a week, he's gonna be
Yeah.
dead on his feet because he could run today. He was
Good
absolutely.
point. Good point. Good point.
Oh, don't
Good
even
point.
start. No,
But he's an but Gary, he's an athlete. I mean, surely you haven't been playing that much. Even though you've been playing of late, surely you should be able to get up for another game midweek, right? Put him
Yeah,
back
but
in the six.
he's
Put
finished,
him.
mate. He's finished. He can't run. He's
No,
finished.
he was world class today. Put him back in the six. Put him back in the six. Put him back in the hole. Yeah, yeah, he's good.
Don't get me started on those Cruyff turns as well.
Oh Lord, please don't get started on that. This guy. What else does he have in his arsenal besides that? And that sounds really harsh, but god damn, you can always count to see a handful of Cruyff turns from Lallana. I love it. You know that's his go-to move. Whether it's needed or not, he's going to show that every game.
Oh,
I mean, this guy, this is like this must be like the first real move he learned because that's all he does, and that's too
I'd
tell
love
that's
to watch
too.
me. I'd love it if you lot just had a camera in my room and just saw me watching the match because you wouldn't believe the things I say during some matches.
Ooh, yeah, that would be interesting. Maybe if we can get a yeah, that would be interesting. Actually, we may need to figure that out. But yeah, I just look. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lalana again. I think Klopp is liking the idea that, in his mind at least, whether we believe it or not, that he has the strength in numbers and he can go with a Lalana against a team that he feels like is an inferior foe. And Aston Villa is on that list. As well as they played in the heart, I have to credit them of doing really well. Liverpool still won today, just in case they didn't know. But I think I have to give them credit just for being present today. You're playing the best team in England, arguably the best team in Europe. I think they would have taken some confidence from that first half they had against City. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but Aston Villa versus City, Aston Villa was pretty decent in that first half.
Yeah,
Um,
they just
and
part of
then
the
really good.
yeah, they were really with Grealish, and it got away from them. And Grealish got hurt, I think, at some point. It got away from them, and City can do that to teams, but I think a lot of that's intimidation,
And
whatever.
and City scored an offside goal. That goal was offside,
Oh, I
man.
didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well then there you go. So, but it was still a game that City were going to win. I mean, it wasn't like it was 3-1; it was 3-0. So even if you take away the offsides goal, it's still 2-0. So, but again, I think as an Aston Villa fan, you think, okay, well that gives us more reason to be positive against Liverpool. And for 80 minutes, they would have been right. But Liverpool are Liverpool, and we came through. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm the game is important, and I'm sure we'll at some point come together to talk about it, whether it be before the game, after the game, whenever time permits. But we're all looking forward to City. And I think when City comes, the fact that we're able to sit Fab today or tonight, depending on where you're watching the game, was good. And the fact that, sure, you could say we missed him or whatever. It was good to see him on the bench, but I personally didn't want to see him on the field at all. And I'm glad that it didn't come to that. So, yeah, we'll see what goes against Gink. I think Klopp will definitely flip it around. He talks about not resting guys and not using that word, but he clearly rested Fabinho today or sat him out, however he wants to word it. And I think against Gink, he'll do something similar. I'm not saying we'll see 11 changes like we did in the Carabao Cup, but I do think he's got the City game on his brain. Mame, do you think we'll see much of a difference, or you think we'll see kind of the same team we saw against Aston Villa tonight?
Uh, I think he will rotate. I think we'll see the probably the same lineup as the away game against Genk. We
Okay,
might see
okay,
and
okay. So
yeah,
maybe like a Naby Ox situation. Okay, all right. Gary,
yeah,
what do you
Nabi Ox and please Lallana
mhm.
in six, man.
Say that one more time?
I say please not Lalana in six.
Relax, 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 relax. Lana is one of the best number sixes in the world. Gary,
Fabinho, Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Keita, I think.
Yeah,
Fabinho Ox, Oxley. Fabinho Ox. You said Fabinho Ox and who?
Keita.
Oh, okay, so that again. Yeah, yeah. Why
Well, no,
not? I mean,
well, no, well, no. What I would do is I'd
it's at
play.
home, right? It's at home, right?
What I would do is play Fabinho, Henderson, and Milner, right? Stick those three so that I can rest. Oh, no, I put Fabinho, Henderson, and Keita because then I can just save Ronaldo and Oxlade-Chamberlain for the actual game, or for the big game of City.
Mm,
But that's
Look, look,
obviously
look, look. This
gonna
this
be
is
in the
why it's not. This is why it's nice because say one about Alana, but it makes that midfield depth, that much better. Especially if Naby isn't hurt and he's okay. Um, that's
I would
good. Go ahead, Mame.
I would rest Firmino or Salah and play Origi.
yeah. I'll do. I'll dress Salah.
Mm,
I'll dress Salah.
okay, and defensively, are we resting anybody?
Because I heard Salah still's holding an injury up.
Yeah,
Well, let's
yeah,
hope. Well, let's hope
yeah.
that's it. Well, that seems like an excuse for me, not an attack on you,
Well,
but
it was yesterday, wasn't it? So I don't know. Like he said, Klopp said it yesterday. He's still.
mm,
So
yes.
maybe he's still.
Okay, yeah, maybe. And look. If he is, then maybe that's the reason why he's been struggling. And if he is, Why not give him a look? It's Gink, and I
Yeah.
usually say I'm not. I know I get used to saying disrespect. Fine, take it as disrespect. It's Gink, okay? So we can do it.
Salah has for that injury, man. Come on.
Say again.
I said Salah has been struggling before that injury.
I don't want to say that, but yeah, there we go. I mean, let's be real. He hasn't really. And my thing is this: if you're on the pitch, it wasn't like Salah. Did he look injured to any of you guys? I think the answer is no. Not to be rude, but I think you guys will both say no. He looked fine to me. He had chances to pass the ball or to shoot the ball. He chose the decision he made, and he did. Look, and this is the thing. I'm saying all this, and he'll probably have a hat trick against City. My point is, until I see some work from him, some real work, I'm going to continue to come onto this channel. The friends I bring on will continue to come on this channel and be real and say, look, my Salah just isn't at that level. And that's okay. He just isn't. That's just the facts. You know what I mean? It'd be different if he put in an assist or something like that, or he looked like he was really threatening Aston Villa's team. But you come into a game against Aston Villa and they don't look scared to face Salah, that's a problem to me. There was no shookness. There was no, but part of that has to do with when you come into a game as a grown man, as a football player, you don't want to be shook. It's up to our team to show them that, and I just don't think he showed that. But I,
Yeah,
but I, I
I
do. I
think Salah
do
had a good start to the season. Um, I thought we had some good games. The Community Shield, I know he missed a few chances, but he looked sharp in that. That's one I see more of
he
in
looked
Norwich
very good
game.
in that. That's the last time I remember him looking good. But go ahead.
Remember the City one where he missed chances, but he was,
Hmm.
constantly, looking
Hmm.
a threat.
And that's all I want from him. It ain't
Yeah,
about goals. It ain't about goals all the time. But go
yeah.
ahead.
In the Norwich game, I thought obviously you got the goal, but you looked good in that as well. Chelsea didn't look anything Super Cup. Southampton didn't look great. Arsenal, fantastic. Burnley, obviously, with that incident. Newcastle, I thought we had a good game, scored a goal. Then Napoli, poor. Chelsea, poor. Sheffield
Mm,
United, poor.
mm, mm, mm,
Southgate got 2 goals, but I thought he was poor. Leicester,
mm,
poor. Genk got the goal, but he's poor. Tottenham got the goal, he's poor. Aston Villa, poor.
mm. I mean that's pretty much putting it how it is. And you mentioned the game he had a double in. What was that? Napoli? No, not Napoli. It was
Sounds
Salzburg. Yeah, great, cool. That was a goal fest in general. So I mean, again, in the Premier League, I don't care if you're a number one's fan. There's a guy on Eight Half Hopes channel who's actually a Milan fan, but I think he might be half North African,
Egypt.
Egyptian. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I think he likes to, cape for Salah, which is cool. But you got to be real. You got to be real. And being real, the front three haven't been great of late. That's just collectively. You can say Mane getting it, and I'm a big Mane when he does well, and I think getting the pins in this in the Spurs game and the Leicester game, and then getting the goal here, great, big up. But collectively, let's be real, they haven't really been great. Um, but it's about moments. It's about moments, and I think the best players step up in big moments. So Salah just hasn't been that dude. Now, it almost sounds like I'd like to have him shipped out of Liverpool's team. No, he's always a threat. Now, if we give Mbappe, and this will extend this podcast to about 2 hours, so I don't want to make it too long. But if we were able, let me ask you guys this, and we'll try to finalize it. You know how we go, man. We can talk forever. I'll come to you first, Mame. If you can get Mbappe and Salah wanted to go, is that a deal you take? Does it
I'll
depend on
take
the
it.
money? Oh God,
Don't even don't
you stopped
even
you stopped the
finish. Don't
question.
even finish
Okay.
the question. Don't even finish the question. I'll take it.
you
100%.
you 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 take. Uh huh.
I was talking to a friend lately, and we were talking about Salah. And the problem with Salah, I think, is we changed the system compared to his first season, and everybody changed, everybody evolved, but Salah didn't evolve.
Mm. Okay.
Not like he didn't progress, but he didn't evolve his way of playing. You know, dude doesn't cross, he doesn't do some overlaps with Trent. I don't know. Only thing he does is he gets the ball, he tries to go on his left and shoot. If he can't, he makes a pass or he tries to dribble and lose the ball. He doesn't offer much. And when you look at not scoring goals and you don't do anything else, it's really bad. You don't press. If he kept
Yeah.
scoring, we could justify the fact that he doesn't do anything else. But he's
Hmm.
not.
Yep. And I think that's where the truth comes to. And hopefully, if there's any Super Salah fans who are listening, they can really understand that and understand it's not about making it a battle between Salah and Mane. It's about just talking truth and what Mane has presented and brought to this team that Salah hasn't over the last 18 months. We're not talking about his whole career, but lately when we need it, it's Mane statistically, it's Mane factually who's come through, whether it's been winning a penalty, getting a goal. And again, how is he scoring that goal from that angle with that part of his body? How? Okay, anyone can tell me that? I can practice that 100
Like my
times tonight and it'll never go in. It will never go in. So I just don't understand how he's getting that one chance. Um, but yeah, I mean that's where we're at. Gary, you got anything, man?
Well, Mbappe, what do you want to ask me about Mbappe?
Yeah. So if today,
Uh,
if let's just say it was the last day of the transfer window in the summer, and this whole 2020 Mbappe was coming true, and he wanted to be here, and
uh,
Salah wanted to go because Salah thought, oh well, Ninja Turtle is coming, I got to get out of here. Are you taking Mbappe over Salah? Does it depend on the money or what?
I don't think that would ever happen. I think
No, no, no,
Mbappe,
no, 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 no. Not that you think it would happen or not. If it was actually on the horizon, if it was actually at a point where it was happening, would you take him or would you not? Don't tell me what you think will happen.
you really put me on the spot, aren't you?
Yeah, I got you. Got you.
Can't no more fencing, no.
Say
Uh,
again?
no more
Okay.
fencing for me.
Hmm.
I'm gonna stick by my boy, Mo Salah. I'm gonna stick by him.
Okay. I like that.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stick by my boy
So you
because
wouldn't take Mbappe and you would keep Salah.
no, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I'll stick by my boy
Okay.
because I think he's still world class footballer. I think
Hmm.
he's got a bit of a rough time now, but when he gets his feet again, when he finds his feet again, he's unplayable when he's at his
Hmm.
best. And I think Sunday is a massive game for him. It's a massive chance for him to step
Mm.
up again. So
Now, would if I ask you this again after the City match, whether we win, lose, or draw, and Salah's performance is low, do you think your opinion would change, or you just feel like I'm? Go ahead.
I don't think my opinion doesn't really change over one match. It's not like I think my opinion
But it's
changes.
not one match though, Gary. It's not one match. It would
No,
be at 6. Go ahead.
no, I'm talking about. I wouldn't say I'll keep him now, but if he plays badly in City, I'll say I'll swap him.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I know it's not one match, but I'm talking about. I know it's not just Villa because I mentioned to you that the games he played poor in the season.
Mm-hmm,
I'm
mm-hmm,
just
mm-hmm.
saying that if I'm saying I wouldn't swap him now, why would I say it after one match a week
No,
later?
fair enough. Yeah, no, you're right. Fair enough.
So
Now this is the last question. I'll let it go. Involve bringing Mbappe to the team with Salah still there, all our front three there. Could you imagine? This is both of you guys. Mame, you can take your mute off, by the way. But if you bring Mbappe to the team, and you have a situation where you have Mbappe playing that more central role, Firmino in that 10, so maybe we turn to a 4-2-3-1, or we just have it 4-3-3, and Firmino's part of that three. Having Mane and Salah, is that too crowded?
no, it's not too crowded because those teams
Nah,
will
that's not.
suffocate you. Because
See, that's what I like to hear.
if we were already playing Shaqiri in a 4-2-3-1, who'd be better, Mbappe or
Good
Shaqiri?
point. Good point.
So
Oh, I didn't want to
and
answer that. Yeah.
and we were playing Fabinho and Ronaldo in the two, and Fabinho and Ronaldo as a two, they will just rip you apart.
Oh God, that would be
I, I feel
disgusting.
like Ronaldo in the midfield too, alongside Fabinho that's his best position for me.
We might go a whole season and make concede maybe 3 goals.
Yeah,
Seriously, with that sitting two in that defense, are you
And
kidding me?
score
Are
how
you
many?
just
are you
what does
kidding me?
Henderson offer us defensively to offer us protection? What
We,
does he offer us defensively?
we,
So
we, we're done
get
talking about. We're talking
get
about, unless it's Michael Jordan. We're done talking about Jordan. Um.
get Jordan out of the club, please.
Wait. Whoa. Say it again.
Get Jordan out of the club. Let's do the petition.
Ooh. Wow. I don't disagree. God damn, you hot with it. Go ahead, Mom. What you got to say, man?
Joke, I love.
No, no, you're done. I'm putting you
I,
on pause. You're done. But the front four, Mom. What you think?
man, that would be too much, man. That would be too much for TV.
Go ahead.
And Mbappe is the typical Liverpool player, man. Can play on the right, can play on the left, can play up front. You
Centrally,
know,
yeah. Fullback, yeah, all that. Center back.
everywhere, man. Can play everywhere.
Hmm.
So yeah, that would be good. But having those four on the pitch, nah, it's not possible, man.
It's too much. I
So
mean, who's stopping us, really? You're in Europe and the Premier League. I mean, it's too much. We're already too much now, and I love that fans are hating. I haven't even checked Twitter to be honest, and partially because my phone died. We were at the pub, but I haven't checked anything. But I can't wait to see what rival fans are saying about this match, and then maybe checking some of the other results. Is Everton and Spurs today, or is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
it's tomorrow.
Okay. So is Leicester tomorrow too?
Yeah, because Watford,
Yeah,
Chelsea beat
yeah.
Watford 2-1.
Chelsea beat Watford with 2-1.
Yeah,
Wow, Chelsea's doing it, man. Chelsea's doing it.
Chelsea's 2-1.
Arsenal. Should I watch Arsenal fan TV or did they win?
Oh, yeah, yeah, 1-1. They drew
They,
against Wolves. I'm just about to
Oh,
go
they
in and draw.
drew.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
Emery,
Look,
Emery is
I'm.
done.
He's been
I
done.
think
This
he
guy.
has.
We've seen what he's done to other teams. Let's be real.
Yeah,
I know he got
and
the
he has
Europas
less.
with the
He has
Sevilla,
Leicester
but
next week.
he's what?
He has Leicester next week. Leicester
Oh
away, I think.
God, God. Yeah, they might be done. Anyway, both of you guys, man, incredible always. Gerri, Mame, you guys give such great feedback, and I just love that you guys make time. We do what we do on this channel. We're not, some of the bigger channels, but we continue to have guys who know about the game, talk about the game, and do it as much as they can. And always make the time available. So you guys are just as much as the channel as I am, and I really appreciate you guys. We're going on 2 hours right now, boys. 2 hours. That's big. So appreciate both of you guys, and I will speak back to you guys again, hopefully in and around the time of. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. We're not gonna talk until we talk about City. Who wants to talk about Gank? Who? Nobody wants to talk about Gank. We'll leave that to the other channels. We'll talk again when City comes around. Fair?
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
All right, boys. Bye.
All right. Good weekend.